I am not a financial advisor, and the things I tell in the videos is not financial advice. What I'm trying to do in this YouTube channel is to review crypto projects as good as I can. In this video, I'm gonna try to review Aleph AZERO project. Let's start. While I'm recording this video, AZERO project is located at 254th place on CoinGecko, and it has a market cap of $350 million. Let's go to the webpage and try to understand the project by checking the slogan first. So the slogan is telling us blazingly fast, exceptionally private. Aleph AZERO project has its own layer 1 blockchain, and it is a fast blockchain with low fees, and it has a privacy option. We will try to understand in a minute in detail. First, let's go to the CoinGecko page and check the basics. Let's start with the tokenomics. So the current total supply seems 357 million, and the circulation supply seems 300 million. Let's confirm them first. Let's go to the subscan page, and in this page, as you can see, there is this total issuance number in here, 357 million. This number is exactly same with the total supply on CoinGecko, so the total supply is correct. For circulation supply, we need to check this number in here. As you can see, it is telling us 261 million, but CoinGecko is saying 307 million. And for me, if you want to calculate your own circulation amount for this project, you need to click this blockchain tab on the top. Then you need to go to the accounts page. You can see the distribution of the tokens to the accounts, and then you can calculate your own circulation supply relatively. For me, AZERO project has a circulation number around 220 million. So if I divide this number to the total supply, I find a number around 61. For this video, I will assume circulation supply is 60%. So let's try to understand the maximum supply as well. The total supply is not stable. It is increasing. This project has an inflation. Of course, since it is a blockchain, new blocks are getting produced and new coins are getting produced. In the website of the project, if you go to the bottom part, and there is this utility and economics link, if you open this page, as you can see, this project has an inflation around 30 million new coins per year. And if I divide this number 32 to total supply, I am finding a number around 8.4. So the current inflation percentage is 8.4% per year. So we try to understand the tokenomics. The main important thing here is every year 30 million new coins will be produced, but the inflation rate will decrease in time. So let's continue with the chart. If we go to the CoinGecko and if we click the max, we can see it has been listed on CoinGecko for the last 2 years, and 2 years of CoinGecko and 60% of circulation number is telling us this project is now a mature project, not a young project anymore. If we check the markets, we can see some familiar names like KuCoin, Maxi, BingX, Gate.io, etc. So the market lists are shown in here, no issues on them. Before going to the details, let's have a quick summary. According to the tokenomics, the risk is between low and medium, and it is closer to the medium since the inflation is high right now. According to the chart and price, the risk is between medium and low, but it is closer to the low for me. According to the exchanges, the risk is nearly zero, but we still need to be careful. There is still a very small amount of risk. Let's continue with GitHub. When we go to the GitHub page of the project, we can see they have 11 shares on GitHub. All shares are regarding to the project, no issues on them, but only 3 of them are getting updated regularly. This number is a little bit low, but one of the shares is a huge share actually. We can consider this share as 4 or 5 shares together. But still, for a project like Aleph AZERO, which is a layer 1 with lots of properties, the GitHub situation is not really bright, but still normal. Let's check its Twitter page. In Twitter, they have 190,000 followers, and the posts are coming regularly, no issues on Twitter. Now let's go to the web page and try to understand the basics of the project. How is working? What is the model of Aleph Zero? Then let's have a check on website as fast as we can, and then we will try to analyze the project. As we know, we have Ethereum, Polkadot, Cosmos, etc. These are the largest platforms in the crypto industry, and there are some blockchains serving for a long time proof of stake, proof of work blockchains. In this video, we are trying to understand Aleph Zero, AZERO project. Yeah, let's put it in here, and let's put Polkadot in here because we're gonna mention it. So AZERO is a proof of stake blockchain, and this proof of stake blockchain is built by an infrastructure called substrate. So many blockchains nowadays are being built by substrate infrastructure, and these substrate infrastructures are generally similar infrastructures like the parachains on Polkadot. So one mistake understanding for AZERO, some people saying AZERO is a parachain on Polkadot, but it is not. It is using a similar infrastructure, but it is different, and it is a standalone layer 1 blockchain. It is a proof of stake layer 1 blockchain. So the most important properties of AZERO is using a DAG system, and also it is using a Byzantine fault tolerance system. I will not go deep in these systems, but I will try to explain a very basic understanding. As you know, in blockchains, we are producing blocks with transactions, and every block is getting signed, then a new block getting created. So it is a linear line actually. But in this AZERO system, the blocks are being produced randomly. There is no need for a linear line. They can be produced randomly. And also there is a fault tolerance that we can assume, and if there is a fault, there is a fix ongoing. So using these systems together, AZERO's speed is very high and the fees are very low. So we just need to know it is using the DAG system and Byzantine fault tolerance, and it is a proof of stake blockchain. One more thing, its smart contract language, basic smart contract language is Ink. Basically, you can use some other languages on AZERO, but it is a bit hard actually. You can consider the language, basic language is Ink. So according to these informations, as you know, AZERO tokens are being used for the fees in the blockchain and also for staking, since it is a proof of stake blockchain, and they will be used for the governance system, which AZERO is now building the governance system, and also AZERO is working on building its ecosystem with DeFi projects. You can use their token, AZERO tokens, in the ecosystem and the DeFi DAX platforms as well. So basically, AZERO's model is like this one. So nowadays they're working on new properties. What are these new properties? One of them, they are working on ZK technology, zero knowledge technology. What is zero knowledge technology? You work on the proofs. So there is a huge blockchain which is carrying a huge amount of load of data, but you are not using them. You are using the proofs of those data for another layer. So the speed of the blockchain is increasing and the fees are getting lower. So this is one thing AZERO is working on. The other thing, also exceptionally private. AZERO is working on a system for the smart contracts on AZERO. You can hide them. So you can make a privacy smart contracts or privacy decentralized application on AZERO. They're working on it as well. It is on their roadmap. And they are also working on enlarging their ecosystem as well with funding, basically. So, okay, we try to understand the model of the project. Let's go through the web page now. So all the links are located in the bottom of the page, so I will go as fast as I can. So this is the explanation, and then start building is leading us to developer page. Get AZERO is leading us to the exchanges page. We can see some featured in the other platforms, and in here, build fast, scale easy. There are some statistics under it. As you can see, 0.9 seconds time to finality. And as you can see, the fees are extremely low. If we go down a bit, there are some special words from other people about AZERO project. Why Aleph Zero? If you go down a little bit, explore the ecosystem. We're gonna check it in a minute. If you go down a little bit, we can see the roadmap. Driving Web3 adoption. Aleph Zero is designed to take care of the environment. Carbon footprint. It's a green blockchain which is using less electricity, and the community of over 100,000 people. If we go down a bit, we can see the wallet, explorer, and the utility information of the token. And then if we go down a little bit more, we are coming to the bottom menu. Everything is located in here. Now I'm gonna mention all of them as fast as I can. Let's start with the explore about why Aleph Zero. If you click this page, yes, they're describing their properties to us: scalability, security, and privacy. So number two, there is this roadmap. In their roadmap, there are some things which is already accomplished. There are some things in the middle, in progress, and on the right, to be done. As you can see in the to be done part, there is this moving to full community governance, privacy plugins, privacy wallet. These are the upcoming things, as you can see, and you can check all the other things in here which are in progress. The other link is utility and economics. We have already checked this part. You can see the basic features of AZERO tokens and then the utility information in here. We have already tried to mention them. The use cases of blockchain in this page. These are general things for blockchains, the use cases. You can make smart contracts, automatic payments, wallets, decentralized exchange, supply chain management, as you can see, asset digitization, game assets, automatic tax payments, Internet of Things, databases, etc. So these are the general information. There is this FAQ part. If you're interested in this project, please read this page very carefully. There are very important information on this page. So there is this white papers link. They have more than one white paper. As you can see, you can check them if you want. There is this carbon footprint link. In this page, they are telling that they are a green blockchain which is consuming less electricity, and you can see the statistics on this page. And the number two category is the build category, dev space. There is this developer portal page. This is basically the main portal if you are a developer and if you want to build something on Aleph Zero. You can see everything in here. What is Aleph Zero? Aleph Zero Byzantine Fault Tolerance, WASM versus EVM, privacy engine. If you go down a little bit, you can see some tutorials and you can learn Ink programming language, and then you can see the tools and extra tools in the here. Yeah, and there is this code repository, and we have already checked the GitHub page. There is this documentation. Their documentation is enough, as you can check all of them in here. All the information is located very carefully on the documentation. There is no problem in here. There is this testnet page. They have created another page for testnet. You can come to this testnet, you can go to the faucet, you can get some testnet coins, and then you can start building on testnet if you want to build some applications on Aleph Zero. This is a good web page. And there is this control hack zero knowledge. There was a hackathon on the project, as I understand, and this page was built for that hackathon. You can see all the information in here, and there are some winners which is located on that web page. And the category 3 is engage, get involved. If we click the community link, we can see the social media links of the project. And then the events, as you can see, they have attended the last event, as I see in here, in Oxford, England, January 2024. And now there are two upcoming events, as you can see, April, and this is April 2024 as well, and one of them is on Paris, France. As you can see, they are attending to the crypto events. So there is this ambassador program. If you want to be an ambassador, you need to check this page very carefully. If you learn the basics of the projects, you can be an ambassador and get some benefits, small benefits, as being an ambassador. And there is this press brand book page. I will not click. There is a button game. They have created a button game. You can see the details in here. This button game is like you're clicking the mouse, and then if you click fast, if you are the number one, you are getting some rewards, something like that. But I will not go deep in this video. And as I understand, the game is over. But if you want to learn more, you can come to this page and you can check it in detail. And the bug bounty program, they have a bug bounty program. If you find some bugs and if you want to report them, you can get some rewards up to $50,000. You can see the details on that page. And the category 4 is the content. Learn more. There is this blog page, and their blogs are coming up regularly. There's no issues. The project is getting a check mark about the blog page of the project. There is this podcast link page as well. They are making some podcasts regularly, and you can see all of them in this page. As you can see, there are 10 pages in here. They're sharing these podcasts on their YouTube channel as well. There is this YouTube channel in here. They have 61 videos, as you can see, in the last months. They are really active on their YouTube channel. We can see the team members in here, some of them, but we cannot see their faces inside of the videos. They are generally podcast shares, but still getting a check mark, no problem. In the network category, there is this valid, but this link is not valid. So the number 2 is a signer link. Actually, this is the wallet of the project. If you come to this page, you can see there is a signer wallet. And if you want to install it, download for Chrome, you can come to this page and then add to Chrome. You can add to Chrome and you can have the AZERO's signer wallet. There is this staking page. It is basically describing as the validators and the nominators. You can consider the validators are the nodes, which is mining, which is making the calculations for Aleph 0 layer 1 blockchain. And if you want to be a nominator, you need to stake your tokens on validators. This is basically a proof of stake system. This page is explaining, and it is forwarding us to the links that we can make stakings. But basically, if you have installed the wallet, and then you can come to the Explorer page in here, and this Explorer is actually Subs Explorer, and there is this other Explorer in here. If you come to this page, if you have installed your wallet and if you have some AZERO tokens from a centralized exchange, you can come to this network tab and then you can click staking. You can see the validators in here and you can choose any of them, and then there will be a stake option in here. I guess I did not test it, but it's basically working as that one. So the most important link until now, so this is the ecosystem projects. Let's check the ecosystem of Aleph 0. When we come to this page, we can see there are many ecosystem elements on Aleph 0. There are 9 pages in here, and every page contains around 15 ecosystem elements. So it is more than 100 ecosystem elements. What is important here, we need to be very careful. There are many blockchains. Their showcase is telling us they have more than 100 decentralized applications, more than 100 ecosystem elements, but they are not basically working. But in Aleph 0, if you try to check all of them one by one, you will see 90% of them has their websites working, and around 40% of them has a decentralized application which is already working. So according to the ecosystem, Aleph 0 is getting a check mark. The ecosystem situation is good and seems growing. And there is this funding program, as you can see in here, they have a funding program. If you click explore, you can see there are some options, and they are telling they have 45 million US dollars for waiting for the grants to enlarge their ecosystem. So the last category is the team. There is this careers page, and if you click it, you can see there are some job announcements, including some of the ecosystem elements of the project, not only Aleph Zero. If you're interested, you can check this page, and there is this core team page. Let's check this page as well. If we go down a bit, we can see the core team in here, founding team, Adam, Matthew, Michal, Anthony. And if you go down a bit more, you can see the large team. You can see the advisors as well. But basically, the team is the founding team. If you check their names on Google or YouTube, you can see they have been active in the last years. So there's no problem about the team. They are real. They are in front of the camera. They know what they are doing, and they're trying to enlarge the ecosystem of the project. They're working on the project. No issues on that. Getting a check mark on team as well. So we have tried to understand the model of the project, and then we have checked the website as fast as we can. Now let's try to analyze the project. Let's start with the negative things. First, the circulation supply is 60% right now, and the yearly inflation number is around 8% right now. So there is a huge inflation, and the circulation amount is not around 80 or 90% yet. So new tokens are being minted a little bit fast right now. So this is a small negative thing, a small minus. And the GitHub situation is not really bright. So this is another minus thing for the project, a negative thing as well. So one more negative thing, the language of Aleph Zero is ink, as we have mentioned. So as you know, the crypto industry is a bit complex for normal people, and regular normal crypto users are also having experience generally in centralized exchange. They are a bit shy to use MetaMask and some other extensions and real blockchain Web3 tools. And in Aleph Zero, if they want to use Aleph Zero, they need to be aware about the Aleph Zero's own wallets. And if they want to develop some decentralized applications, they need to use another language. And it is creating a complexity. And Aleph Zero is getting a small minus about this complexity, because these things are normal actually, but for regular people, they are a bit complex. So adoption will take some time. So this is one more small negative thing. And also they have a huge load of work in front of them. This is a very small negative thing as well. So let's go to the positive things right now. So they have been active for the last 2 years, and they grew their ecosystem significantly. When I come to this page before recording this video, I got shocked, because the last time I checked Aleph Zero was 2 years ago, and now it grew significantly. What I see is a potential. Yeah, so there is this positive part, and for the team is getting a check mark. We can see the team, we can follow the development. The only negative thing about the development is GitHub, but basically they have created their on layer 1 blockchain. It is working, and the ecosystem elements are started to grow. No issues on them, and also their speed is really fast, and the fees are really low, so no issues on that as well. This is a promising project. So we have tried to understand the negative and the positives as well. Let's try to understand what Aleph Zero can do in the future. So if we are in the bull market, let's write the location in here first. If you're in the bull market, and if the bull market resumes for a long time, for me, this project will jump sooner or later, then it's gonna go down again. And it can do the same thing multiple times. I don't know how many times, but it can do the same thing multiple times. Why? Because the circulation amount is 60% now, and this inflation is around 8% right now. So new tokens are being minted and new tokens are going into the circulation. Nowadays, it is happening fast. Means that in the bull market, if the price raises, some people will sell. If the price raises again, some people will sell. But it's going to continue until a point that the circulation amount will go around 75%, and while the bull market resumes, this yearly inflation number will decrease in time to 7% or 6%, I don't know. So at this time, until that point, this thing will repeat itself for me. Then if the bull market resumes, then this project has a potential to make a significant jump. Then even after that jump, if it started to decrease, it's going to decrease to a point, and then it's not going to decrease so much significantly. As you can see in the past, the project's price is telling us about a story. Yes, in the last 2 years, also, even in the bear market, the circulation amount was increasing significantly, but the price did not go so much low. So we need to be aware of that as well. The question is now, if the price will go lower than the point which it has started to grow in the bull market when the bear market arrives. So this risk is for me very, very low. I will tell very low, because I do not have a doubt about team basically, but there is this hack possibility. It is bringing this very low possibility. And also for the tokenomics, yes, the inflation is still high, but it's getting matured nowadays. In 1 year, it's going to be a major good tokenomics. So there is only one possibility. This is the hack possibility. If they get a hack, significant hack, it's going to be a huge effect in the price. So if the bear market resumes for some time, right now, if we are not in the bull market, I assume this project's price will go slowly to the lower points, not really fast. So this project's location is right now 254. For me, this project is deserving to stay between 100 and 200, because the ecosystem is really great right now and it is still growing. It is deserving to stay in here. So it means that in the bull market, while all the projects trying to make some 10x move together, all the crypto industry, this project has a potential to make some 15x and around this number. The big risk and the big potential for the project, the last information, the big risk is maybe the ink language will not take some attention, will not be popular. Maybe Aleph Zero will not be popular. The competition is really huge also in the layer 1 blockchains, as you know. If there will be many other layer 1 blockchains in the industry, and if Aleph Zero loses its attention in time, there is a possibility for Aleph Zero to go down lower than the 300 or 400. Maybe it can make a stop around 400 and it will start to live around those numbers. There is this huge risk in this project. On the other hand, there is a huge potential for this project as well. This project's team is working very carefully. As you can see, even in the bear market, they have been growing their ecosystem. They're using their funds carefully. So it means that once the tokenomics comes to a point around like 80% circulation amount and like 4% inflation amount, at that point, if the ecosystem grew significantly, then this project will have a place in top 100. Then maybe it will stay inside of top 100 and it will start to live in there. There is this big potential as well. I cannot say something about top 50 as for now, but for now there is a potential to live in top 100 in the middle term future for me. So please do not forget, nothing is financial advice and I am not a financial advisor. And the crypto industry is a very young industry. Anything is possible. Significant upwards moves or significant downward moves is possible anytime. Please be careful. And the next video will be on Friday, hopefully. See you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.